Okay, so if from everything that I've learned, the theory of is it seen if no one's around? Because things aren't seen if they're not observed. That's the theory. Or that things change when they're not observed. Like, if you're shooting these beams at a wall, I saw this documentary that if you're shooting these things at a wall, these beams, they change when they're not being observed than if they are observed, because they're conscious, they're understanding, they're there. So, what's controlling them? An existence that's beyond our own. That digs into different realities, different dimensions, because there's the dimension that we're in, but then what's beyond that? And people say that beyond the dimension that we're in can see all. Now, don't you think that would be the dimension that God's in? But then there's the other theory that if we do certain drugs or DMT, that we can access that dimension. But why can't we access it normally? Because the government took that away from us by calcifying our pineal glands with shots and whatnot. What I'm saying is, there's eyes and ears and consciousness everywhere. It just depends on what level there is, because on this earth there's different planes of consciousness. Now, we are all one. As humans, we're all one consciousness, and we can connect to each other's minds if they didn't calcify our pineal glands. If they didn't calcify our pineal glands, we'd be able to do mind reading and talk to each other without our mouth. Because even in the Bible it says something about the sword of the mouth is stronger than whatever. So, we can create our own reality. But what I'm trying to get to is the levels of consciousness. Each animal or being or thing, like a spider or an ant or an amoeba or an atom, everything has its own consciousness. So nothing is unseen. So if you don't see it, it's still there, because something else is seeing it. It's in their reality. It's in their dimension. It's in their thing. All of it boils down to is we have more control over our time and our reality than anybody gives us our own credit for. And how can we access that? And then there comes that secret book, right? Or that movie. Some people saw the movie, some people read the book. I did both. Where we can create it with our mouth, because that's like the most powerful thing. But you also have to feel it in your soul. And everything is made up of the same thing, an atom. And the atom has its own energy. So if an atom has its own energy, where does that energy stem from? Reality? Or God? Or just is? It is what it is? Because inside of an atom is a nucleus and a positive and negative thing, or whatever. There's not different atoms. They're all the same atom. Water has the same atoms, that skin has the same atoms, that grass and the dirt has the same atoms, as the universe has the air, as the particles, oxygen, molecule, yeah, everything has the same atom. So we control literally everything. How do you access that portal to make things happen the way that you want them to? That's the question. And that's the answer to purpose. That's the answer to why we are here. Right there. That's the question to answer. That would be the question to answer all. And people say manifestation. That's how. Intuition. There's powers out there that people say that isn't real and aren't real, and those are people that are stuck in the 5D reality, the 4D, and all these different realities. People are just naming it something. But what's in a name besides what you give it, the power that you give it? So if I say this water right here is going to make my daughter walk up to me right now from wherever she is, I guess technically you can make that happen. Because anything that's in your mind, I don't know who did that or what philosopher said that. Anything that you can think can be created. So if anything that I think can be created, then what's stopping me from creating that besides pain or sadness or anxieties? Control. The government's control on reality is what stops. There's so much to this. This is just the first time that I've ever recorded any kind of thought that I've had. I'm going to post it. I don't know where I'm going to post it. On YouTube, Snapchat, to where other humans can hear what I'm saying and relate, or they can call me psycho. I just want to hear what other people's thoughts are. I can't be the only one who thinks this deep. Because if you think about it, we're all one consciousness, right? I'm just the only one saying it. Call me crazy if you want to. It's all your choice. And if we all became one with our one consciousness as humans, we could change this whole entire world. Because if there's black matter, or there's black, what is it? Black, dark matter. There's light matter. What side are you on? That's good and evil. The devil and God. And you need both to create what we're in now. That's what stops it. The split. And that's why people get mad at witches who are gray witches who deal with both. With understanding that it is what it is. That's all my thoughts for today.